It is championship time in City Volleyball. We have our invitational final. It's the Verdugo Hills Dons from the Sunset Six League against the Cavaliers of Cleveland. They're out of the West Valley League. Hello, everybody. My name is Randy Roseman. I'm set to call the play-by-play. These are two solid volleyball programs. They had aspirations of playing at the championship level. They lost in the first round, fell back into the invitational, and they've each won 3 consecutive matches. We work once again with Dave Marcus. Dave, these teams wear the same type of uniform, same school colors. They're very similar.
Yeah, and that should be a very, very competitive match. Both teams, as you mentioned, disappointed. It took them a while to regain the enthusiasm, but they are pumped up and ready for this championship match of the Invitational Tournament.
Cleveland has an outstanding setter, Michelle Cow. She'll spread it around.
Michelle Cow is kind of quiet off the court, but she's very fiery on the court. She's a leader. You don't find your setter as the leader of the team too often, but she really is the one who rallies her troops.
Natalie Acosta is the young lady she wants to link up with. Acosta, a dynamic outside hitter.
Acosta's a former basketball player. She's only 5'6", but she can get up pretty high. They don't always know where the ball's going, but she brings a lot of energy, and she's the one that's going to have to be counted on for offense for Cleveland.
When you talk about Verdugo Hills, their setter is outstanding as well. Brianna Larinaga.
Larinaga averaged over 5 assists a game. She had 401 for the year, only 31 errors, so she's very dependable in the middle. She's got a good weapon to hit, too.
Yeah, you're talking about a weapon. That's Lauren Lumpkin in the middle, capable of dominating every match. She has been outstanding in the tournament.
Lauren Lumpkin hit 273 this year. That's very good for high school volleyball. She leads the team with 205 kills. She is the star for Verdugo Hills.
We're set for the first serve. It's Verdugo Hills, the Dons against the Cavaliers of Cleveland, next on LA 36. And you can see that the teams are getting prepared. That's Cleveland, coached by Jeff Laidlaw. Jeff's in his 5th year. They went 3-7 in the West Valley League. Of course, the West Valley League won by the Taft Toreadors, a very powerful team, Armand Mercado squad, which got knocked out of the semifinals. And there's Laidlaw, Jeff Laidlaw, again in his 5th year, just 37 years of age. His boys team won the Invitational Championship last year. And Jeff would like to add the girls' title to the shelf, that trophy to the shelf at Cleveland.
Jeff Laidlaw said he just wants his team to play well, win or lose. He wants them to keep their focus, play a solid match. They were knocked out in the first round by Narbonne. They were dominating. They were up 2-0, and then they checked out mentally, and they lost in 3 games after that.
Chelsea Latore serving for the Dons of Verdugo, and she has an ace. And a good start for Will Reinhardt's team. And as you look at Chelsea Latore, one of the captains, a dynamic leader for the Dons.
41st ace on the year, only 24 service errors.
Another good serve, and Cleveland off balance, and they're down 2-0.
You mentioned the uniforms. They're almost identical. The difference is Verdugo has their names on their back. So as the play goes on, that's one thing to keep in mind. If you see the name on the back, that's Verdugo Hills.
Mishandling of the ball and a quick 3 points for Latore and Verdugo Hills. Dons on the year with a 13-8 record. Cleveland is 9-8 overall.
That's just nerves. That was an easily handleable ball. It's just anxiety at the start of this championship match.
Dons won the Invitational Championship for Will Reinhardt in 2003. Dodge's bump shot is wide, and the first point for the Cavaliers.
Latore made a very nice dig to keep that one alive as she went down on the court. She averages over 4 digs a game.
Sharina Barrios, Jr., putting it in play for Cleveland. This is Lumpkin. And Lumpkin let that ball go by, and another point for Cleveland.
Yeah, it was a free ball opportunity, and Lumpkin thought it was going to be hit a lot higher than it was. That was a ball that could have been blocked, as Brianna Chopin gets credit for the kill.
Spanked hard, and a winner for Sofia Granado. Hard to miss. She's very tall and lean. The 5'11 junior middle blocker wears number 1. There she is. She just looks like a volleyball player.
She's wispy, has very long arms. That time, pretty good topspin on that kill.
Well, Verdugo got the first three, and Cleveland the next three. And Lumpkin finds the hole in the middle.
It's not always about sheer power. That time Lumpkin just got up, hit the open spot. She's 5'11", pretty good height. Did a nice job of hitting the floor.
Over 200 kills and over 100 blocks this year for Lumpkin. Granado straight down, and there's that 5'11" frame and the ability to go up and put it away.
But what a set by Michelle Cow. That ball was teed up and ready to be driven. That is a beautiful set by Cow. She worked a lot on the back sets early in the game. This one straight up, perfect delivery.
Olivia Kim playing with a jam thumb. She has it taped up, serving for Cleveland. Allie Moat with the put away. And Cleveland leads 5-4 as Moat gets her first kill. She's a 15-year-old sophomore.
Any questions Jeff Laidlaw had about his team's focus have been answered. They look very sharp right now.
And Lumpkin finds the corner. She's unstoppable. Her numbers in the tournament have been superb. 12 kills and 6 blocks in the semis. They made quick work of Marshall, and 17 kills and 10 blocks in the quarters against Polly of Sun Valley. There's Will Reinhardt, who will assist us at times during the volleyball season as a color analyst. Will's got his team in this championship of the Invitational. And Cleveland has settled down here, Dave.
Yeah, that was a deep drive, and Latore, with a little indecision there, tried to block it up high. That ball probably would have gone long. You see it was hit pretty flat, but it was hit hard again by Allie Moat. Have to make decisions so fast on those deep court drives.
Allie Moat to serve. And that one is long. The draw is at 6. There's Moat. Played on the outside this year. Says it's more fun. She was a middle blocker, but she says, I like hitting and getting those kills on the outside.
You see Lanice Cobb, number 23, in the right part of your picture. She's big. She's 6 feet, long arms, very athletic.
This is Acosta's first try, and she has a winner. Natalie Acosta. She can get on a roll and carry a team. There's Acosta, former basketball player.
Well, she can hit through blocks, and they tried to put a double block on her this time, and she did drive it right through the wickets.
The Granado serve.
Nice bump set by Cow that time.
Best rally in this first game. For Symington. She's got it. Shelby Symington, outside hitter, junior. And Will Reinhardt yelling from the bench, go back to Symington. And they heard her, and she put it down.
Nice deep court drive. Symington just under a kill a game, hit 151 on the year.
We're tied at 7. They go to Acosta. Symington with the dig. But the Dons cannot retrieve and give Acosta her second kill of this first game. 8-7 Cleveland.
Little miscommunication that time for Verdugo Hills, and Will Reinhardt is going to substitute.
Also, Brianna Chopin has returned for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And Cow serves. They go to Cobb. Nice up by Moat to save it for Cleveland. Cobb again. They're working Lanice in the middle. And the Dons able to score and tie this first game at 8 apiece. Well, they look alike, the two teams. They're very similar, and they're obviously very competitive.
This should be a tremendous match throughout.
Perfect serve. Unreturnable. Give Ann Dodge the ace.
Ball just ticked the top of the net, makes it very hard to time it. A low drive for the senior.
Yeah. Ann's dad, Danny, played at Birmingham High School for Bud Dow, who's a former athletic director and coach at Chatsworth. But at the time when Danny played, he was coached by Bud at Birmingham, and Dodge following in Dad's footsteps. We're tied at 9. I like the way Cleveland has settled down here.
They look very poised, very controlled, and they're serving really well. Saw Cow in the last service. Now this time Natalie Acosta, the other big hitter. Really good, low, deep drive.
Yeah, 2-year starter, and she really hits the ball hard from there. You can see she doesn't jump, but she still gets great velocity. Johnson's shot is claimed by the Cavaliers. That one is spanked just a little bit long by Barrios. There might have been a touch up front. Give Barrios the kill. One of the Dons got a piece of it, and it's 11-9
I think it went off Sandy Paquillo, number 7, in the deep court. Just flicked off her fingertips.
Sam Crutcher is the man in the chair upstairs, overseeing the matters, working with Melanie Bernard. Our lines people are Kai Lee and Larry Puckett. Lattori back in. She will serve. Chelsea's a 5'4" senior. 11 digs in the semifinals against Marshall. She is a digging specialist in the back court. She has an ace. So Chelsea Lattori comes in and serves up a winner. She will attend UCLA. Won't play volleyball there, but she's on her way to becoming a Bruin. Good depth on that serve. Allie Moat with some heavy heat, but it's run down by Dodge. What a play by Ann Dodge. Lumpkin. They got it back. They'll go to Lumpkin again. One would think, nope, they're going to try Johnson this time. And Johnson wins the joust.
Nice series by Johnson. Went cross court on the drive. Then when the ball came right back, she was in the ready position to get up there and knock it down. She averaged over a kill and a half a game this year.
Outstanding softball player. All city Allison Johnson. And Alyssa Johnson, really one of the great passers you'll see in city volleyball. The roll shot by Lumpkin again is retrieved. Nice defense by the Cavaliers. They're doing a good job of handling Lumpkin, and this time she carried the ball. Violation against Lumpkin. Point Cleveland.
Lumpkin a little perplexed by the call. She punched at it with both hands. She said, no, my hands were closed. You see her showing the fists.
Don struggling. They mishandled the ball yet again off the serve of Sharina Barrios, who's absolutely fearless out there, according to head coach Jeff Laidlaw. Granato kills it. Sophia Granato with the long arms and the ability to get up there with the good hops.
14-12 and still serving.
Boy, Granato looked good on that last one. And Moat. Allie Moat has made a nice contribution in this first game for the Cavaliers, who built a 15-12 lead. Moat hits that one long. But Allie Moat's getting the ball, Dave, in a position to score.
Well, Cleveland is controlling the pace of the match. They're getting a lot of good opportunities. They're getting a lot of good chances to tee up the ball. Verdugo Hill's a little bit on their heels so far. Pattendahl, the libero, making some nice digs in the back court for Cleveland. Here's Lumpkin, hits it right to Pattendahl. This time Verdugo able to cover it up. Boy, it's Lumpkin all the time. All Lumpkin all the time for Verdugo right now. They go back to Lumpkin. We have a net violation, and it's on Granato of Cleveland, so that time Lumpkin wasn't going to be denied. And give credit to Brianna Laranaga from Verdugo Hills. A number of very nice sets during that rally. Number 4 in, well, I was going to say in the black and red, but they're all black and red.
And Granato with a rare hitting error, and suddenly we're even at 15 apiece. In a very good and tightly contested first game. Best 3 out of 5 for the Invitational Championship. That serve just crawls over. Lumpkin again. Boy, she's seen the ball repeatedly. Lauren Yaga knows where she is. This one goes wide at a point for Verdugo, and the Dons back out on top. They're the home team because they were the higher of the 2 seeded squads when the entire tournament began. That serve's going to go way long. So thus, the Dons are deemed as the home squad. In the overall tournament, Cleveland was the number 16 seed, Verdugo the number 14 team, but they both got bumped off and then fell into the invitational side, and then again they won 3 straight matches to get here. Nice dig by Kim off the drive from Lumpkin. Chased down by Latore, doing a terrific job for Will Reinhardt's club. Volleyball pretty good here at the invitational level. Lumpkin trying, she can't put it away. And Moat misses. A couple of hitting errors by Cleveland. And it's 17-16 Verdugo.
Moat's eyes open wide as saucers seeing that set coming to her. That's just a little too much anxiety. Really wanted to get a little extra drive on it and hit it low.
Lauren Yaga back to serve. Her sister Bianca Lauren Yaga was instrumental in the Dons winning the championship in 2003 at this level. Symington can't put that one away. Moat got it through. Point Cleveland.
Verdugo Hills went again with 2 blockers. Moat just said, I'm going to power this one right through you.
Boy, Ali Moat is physically very strong. It just looks like a volleyball player, much like Renato.
Really got her body into it. Good, nice swing.
Here's Acosta driving it. And a nice up there in the deep court by Johnson. Alyssa Johnson. Johnson, another great dig.
Very nice.
Boy, she's good. Very fluid in the deep court for Verdugo. That's a net violation on Granato. Verdugo with a terrific break there. It looked like Granato would put it away, and she hit the net, and Granato leads by 1.
Well, she recognized it was an overpass, but she tried to get a little too much of a jump on it. The ball came over very slowly, and she extended her arm into the top of the net. That is a break for Verdugo.
Serve it is Lori Gaitan. Kim's shot is bumped wide. Another point for Verdugo Hills, and the Dons lead by 2. You go to 25 in prep volleyball. Of course, at the collegiate level, we've had some of the UCLA matches on. They play to 30, but at high school, it's to 25. There's an ace serve.
And this is a really important part of the game. When you get 3 points to put yourself up 20-17, you're closing in because it's very hard for a team to make a run of 3 or 4 points in a row.
Will Reinhardt will talk to his team, leading by 3. Quite a run, as Dave alluded to. The Dons playing very well.
Look at this. You should feel confident in what we're trying to do. I think we look good. The only problem we've had is they've been a little bit tight on their hits, which is dropping balls short on us, and we're kind of missing a few on the digs. Otherwise, we're looking good. You guys are hitting the ball very well, very smartly done, pretty good serving, but I want you guys to be a little bit better on defense, getting up for these balls that are short. As the game gets tighter, 22-20 or something like that, they'll get tighter, look for more tip shots. You're gonna have to move in. No girl on their side is gonna want to hit the ball, last ball hard in the net or out of bounds. So defensively, you're gonna suck up a little bit. Be ready for that. Let's go, you guys.
Thoughts of Will Reinhardt. Of course, Will works with us, and you can see he's very animated in there. Both these coaches, Will Reinhardt and Jeff Laidlaw, again, are very good volleyball coaches.
Well, they're very good, and they're very good at reading their team, too. I had a chance to talk to the coaches about what role emotion plays from the coaching staff in the play in a tournament like this, and they both said it's very, very important not only to focus their kids, but to get their energy level up.
We'll have a replay. They weren't set to play, so Sam Procher says, let's try it again. 2017. Gaitan serve right at Moat. Moat didn't do the job she wanted to. She got that one wide of the target, and another point for the Dons.
You know, Shelby Symington for Verdugo went up as if she was going to play the overpass, and I think that sort of froze all of the Cleveland players. Nobody reacted to that ball that was actually short of the net.
21-17, now 21-18 on the missed serve. Gaetan a little embarrassed by that serve, but she really did a nice job when she came in there. And she's replaced by Sandy Paquillo. See if the Cavaliers can respond with Granato serving. And she hit it too hard. Boy, that one hurt. She'll go out. The libero will come back in. That's Camille Pattendahl, but it's 22-18 for the Dons.
We talked about those long arms. That time Granato, a real big arm swing and just too much steam on it.
Lift on Lenise Cobb of Verdugo Hills. Going into the back row for Verdugo is Claire Toulfo, a defensive specialist, 5'3" senior.
This is a really big point for Cleveland, down 22-19. You just can't give away a point here and put Verdugo on the doorstep of winning game one.
Cow's serve.
Back on attack! Oh my goodness, she's fully extended.
That one's hit wide, and another point for the Dons. They're 2 points away from winning game one. Verdugo Hills will bring back Ann Dodge to serve. 5'4" senior. And Pattendahl can't handle the serve, and it's game point Verdugo Hills. Cleveland has been wildly inconsistent this year. They've been inconsistent in this first game. Started slowly, got in a roll, and now they're struggling yet again.
Oh, that looked like a lift. That was close.
Acosta nets it, and Verdugo has the game, 25-19. So the Verdugo Hills Dons win this one as Acosta can't clear the net.
Yeah, she was trying to hit it toward the middle. 2 blockers up for Verdugo Hills. A nice run by Verdugo Hills to end up winning game one by 6, 25-19. Cleveland up and down during the match, as you mentioned. Verdugo Hills kept their composure because things weren't going well for them in the middle of the game. They came back very strongly.
And again, you're going to see runs here, I think, by both squads, Dave, because they're so well coached. These are two teams that are, that are well schooled, and they listen to their coach, and their coaches who will talk to them, and they'll talk to them fervently. They'll get in their face, try to help them, but they will speak the volleyball language, and they will get it done.
As Jeff Laidlaw told us before the match, I don't sugarcoat it. I tell my kids the way it is, like it is. Jeff Laidlaw, who we saw with a shirt and tie a little bit earlier, from Medicine Hat, Alberta. This is Mark Hardy, the assistant coach, talking to the team. Jeff Laidlaw, Medicine Hat, Alberta, you think of hockey when you think of that, and he actually spent some time in Vancouver, British Columbia. He's very good friends with Trevor Linden, who's still playing for the Vancouver Canucks, outstanding hockey player. So a hockey player mentality permeates the sideline for Cleveland.
Well, Jeff Laidlaw will lay down the law right now as his team is down a game, 25-19, as it goes to Verdugo Hills in game one. There's a good look at Jeff. He's 37 years of age. Reinhardt's 37, but Will Reinhardt's going to have a birthday tomorrow. So he's trying to get an early birthday gift, and there is the head coach.
But we'll go ahead and bring our passers back and try and hide you in a corner so we can get that side out, get you back in the front row. Okay, you guys, look. As Eric probably told you, all we got to do is make sure we're a little cleaner with our serves. I think we had 3 serving errors. And also, we got to make sure that defensively we're ready to pounce. Like I said, look, the girl hit the ball in tape at game point. I'm telling you, that's a huge mistake. You get tight. I expect to see them more roll shots and tip shots. What that one girl start doing, throwing the ball, because they're nervous and they don't want to make that mistake. So look at the stuff in front of you, okay? And the ball's going out of bounds. For God's sake, let it go out of bounds, okay? That's our line. Let's go.
Oh, my word. That's our Will Reinhardt. And of course, he's wearing the microphone for us today. Jeff would have worn one, but he said we'd have to bleep him a few times on the other side. And by the way, Laidlaw and Reinhardt are very good friends, the two coaches. Pretty good first game, wasn't it?
It was very good, very competitive, and the story of the season for both these teams, especially for Cleveland, is the roller coaster. So again, you know, they could lose game one and they could end up winning game two. You never know. They are without the services of Emily Wendt, who has the brace on her arm. She was bitten by a dog.
Her dog.
The dog came, and Emily went, and she's out of the lineup.
Yeah, she's a little perplexed about that. Sat out the semifinal match, and he's not playing today again, and is a little disappointed. The semifinals was a win over Kennedy 3 straight, but she's not in there today, and we'll have to be a cheerleader for the rest of the group. But very nice young lady, and she's trying to help her team in any way, shape, or form that she can possibly assist them. As you can see, we're ready to go. And serving first is Cow of Cleveland. Costa with the sharp angle. She's dug by Symington. Alyssa Johnson can't find an opening. And we have double contact, double hit on the Cleveland Cavaliers point Verdugo.
Very nice point to start game two. Again, an unforced error committed by Cleveland, and they may be feeling the pressure of being down in this championship match.
This is for the invitational crowd. Cleveland's doing a pretty good job, though, Dave, of defending Lauren Lumpkin. She's not dominating in the middle, not yet. And the Cavaliers have their first point of game two, or even at one apiece.
Nice drive by Serena Barrios. You see number 3 right in the middle. She's going to hit it long. You don't have to get up high and drive it straight down. If you get that good top spin on it, you can get a lot of steam on it.
What a serve by Acosta. Nobody hits it from behind the line harder than Acosta on the floor in this match. Moat going up strong. Somehow the Don's able to retrieve it. Moat again, and she has a winner. Chelsea Latore with the dive, trying to come up with it, but it was a winner for number 4, Allie Moat. She's been prominent in this match.
Nice bump set by Michelle Cow. That is a lot harder than it looked. She was running away from the net and hit it back nice and soft.
Acosta serves it into the net. Of course, whenever you do that, you got to feel pretty good if you're a Verdugo Hills supporter. You don't want to face those BBs coming from Acosta. Moat with the roll shot, dug by Johnson. Symington hits it into the net. Point Cleveland. Checking back in for the Cavaliers is Sophia Granado. And Granado got up on the net nicely. It was a net violation on Lumpkin. It didn't matter. Granado had put the ball down. 4-2 for Cleveland.
Granado, 5'11", long arms, gets off the floor. Very effective middle blocker.
Now they're calling it good. It was bumped and bumped right to the far side and in play. So Verdugo Hills very fortunate there. And the Dons to within 1, 3 serving 4.
Verdugo on the left side of your screen, names on their back. They have stripes on the front of their uniform. That's how you can tell these two teams apart.
Again, both teams red and black are their colors. Little miscommunication there by Jeff Laidlaw's Cleveland team. We're even at 4 apiece. There's Acosta. She's had some big moments in this one. There they weren't able to get her the ball, though.
She's a streaky player. She can get very, very hot, or she can kind of disappear for a while.
Lauren Yaga with the tough serve. And out a carry on Cow, and it's a point for Verdugo Hills. There's the captain. You see that C on the uniform for Michelle Cow. You can see the leadership skills of this setter. Jeff Laidlaw says she is really, without a doubt, our vocal leader and leader on and off the court. A kill for Sofia Granado.
But Granado looks so calm out there. I don't know if she realizes how good she can be. That's a flat-footed swing, but that's a terrific swing.
Only a junior, so she has a great upside. Took over the game, did Granado against Bravo in the quarterfinals of the tournament. She dominated. And Cleveland, which was down, jumped back out on top, 6-5. Off the serve from Olivia Kim.
And Randy, after that ace, a little more emotion than we've seen from Cleveland. That's one thing they're going to have to do, is ramp it up a little bit.
Well, very little separates these two squads. And here's Granado going up and scoring. Sofia Granado, this is what she did against Bravo in the quarterfinals.
Mistimed her jump a little bit, but still got pretty good contact. It's brushed off her fingertips, but you see again the good arm extension, and she hit the open spot in the court.
Kashishian could not return that one. Right through the hands of Tara Kashishian, the transfer from Hoover High School.
Another point through like that, we'll see Will Reinhardt call a timeout. His team is playing loose right now.
Granado, thought you put that overpass away if you were a Cleveland fan. They'll go back to Granado and she nets it. That's the inconsistencies of a young player.
Well, she was going up as her arm was coming back. Never did get the timing down on that one.
But you can see the great upside, the potential she has. In fact, Jeff Laidlaw thinks she can play college somewhere down the road. Again, she's only a junior. A roll shot down the line for Shelby Symington. Well placed. And that's her shot. She's one of those players that likes to go down the line.
And the defense was playing toward the middle. That's a very smart decision going down the line. Plenty of room there.
Verdugo looking to tie this. They're down by one. It's 7-8. They work Cobb. And Cobb comes through. Lenise Cobb with those very long arms.
On the receiving end, Allie Moat jumped in front of Natalie Acosta, got a hand on it, so Acosta couldn't dig.
8 is the draw. Net violation, it's on the Dons, and it was Lenise Cobb that hit the net. So the Cavaliers break back out on top 9-8. There's Lenise. You won't meet a nicer girl than Lenise Cobb, just a sweetheart. Boy, Granado continues to kill the ball for Cleveland.
You know, she seems to be hitting it the hardest when she swings the easiest. It's just a question of timing. And again, gets her body turned around, deep drive. That's a winner.
Veteran team at Verdugo Hills, 11 seniors out of the 15 members on the squad. Acosta got it through. Natalie Acosta again. Boy, she has a wonderful arm swing.
Another terrific set by Cow. Cow is so good at setting not only forward but backward. That time she went with the forward set, but she's worked a lot on the back set. She did a lot of it in warm-ups. She is really doing a nice job running the offense. Here's the back set.
Well, Lenise Cobb has come in. You know, Lumpkin did not dominate. They replace her. They get Cobb in the middle, and she's come through with some nice shots. But it is Cleveland by 2 at 11-9. Verdugo in the first game, 25-19. Acosta. There's that delivery again. A BB from Natalie Acosta, painting another winner.
That's a beautiful drive. Hit hard and deep into the corner. No way, unless you block it at the net, you're going to get this one.
When you think Natalie Acosta, you think power. Ace for Sofia Granado.
That's a tremendous serve. And there's the timeout. There's actually a substitution. Thought Will Reinhardt was calling a timeout.
Same purpose here. He brings Dodge back in and takes out Tara Kashishian. Well, that one was a double contact, one that got away from Michelle Cow. And she realized that she made the error. And she said, hey, that's my fault. It's going to happen occasionally.
Well, it's hard on those back sets. You know, we did a lot of UCLA matches, as you mentioned, Randy. Nellie Spicer may be the best in the country at the back sets on the college level.
Acosta with quite a drive. Manufacturing winner after winner in game 2, Natalie Acosta.
Oh, this is just a big-time hitter. Look at the timing. Perfect.
A great effort by Claire Tulfo, but she couldn't run it down. 14-10 Cavaliers. Go to the hot hitter. She answers again. That's smart volleyball by Cleveland. That's great work by Michelle Cow. Get the ball to the hot hitter, Natalie Acosta.
And she's driving it deep every time. Back in Verdugo Hills up.
Well, we featured her on our pregame show. We knew at some point she would explode. She does it in every match. And a block. And guess who? You got it. Natalie Acosta.
Boy, a double that time. Acosta and Barrios really forming a barrier. This is very nice timing on the block.
But really, number 15 with the roof.
Now she owns game 2.
16-10 for Cleveland. Johnson's roll shot is covered. No Lumpkin right now for the Dons. That's pushed into the corner, and Acosta's got another one. She's showing you all the shots, the complete assortment. She's playing like a star.
What she's showing you is that she's smart because she just took the opportunity, put it where they weren't.
That's the old saying, you hit them where they ain't. May not be good English, but it's a pretty good shot. Timeout, Verdugo Hills, and Will Reinhardt will talk to his team. Let's listen in.
So you have to be ready to move up. They go outside, stay your ground. Don't get on your heels though, okay? Relax and give me a pass. Come on, guys.
Well, Will told us before the show he thought his team could win 3 straight, but he didn't think it would be easy in any of the 3. He said, hey, they're good enough to beat our team. We have to play at a high level. And Jeff Laidlaw said the same thing. He knows this is going to be a competitive match, and there's Laidlaw very relaxed on the sideline with the rest of his brain trust.
You saw Will Reinhardt with that last little glance up at the scoreboard, 17-10. That's a big lead for Cleveland in game 2.
And Michelle Cow to serve. Acosta has taken over the game. And they're going to Acosta again, and this time she missed it. Wanted to tip it. She proves that she's human.
It was a very, very nice set. Sometimes you just overthink on the way to the net. And Verdugo getting their go-to girl back in.
She's got to get going. Very emotional player is Lumpkin. And they got to get her off and running here if they're going to rally in game 2. Acosta got another one. Cross court. Sensational shot.
A laser at the line. Boy, I didn't think that ball had a chance of staying in. Tremendous topspin and a very good bump set again by Cow. But look at the drive.
Acosta with the dig on Lumpkin. Lumpkin, though, there she dominates at the net. That's what Lauren Lumpkin can do. There she is, Lauren Lumpkin. Again, her numbers speak for themselves. Over 200 kills this year and over 100 blocks. They go back to Lumpkin. She's blocked right in the middle there by Barrios.
Good point.
Cleveland has done an excellent job defending against Lumpkin, the star. Moat. Run down by Johnson. After Latore was able to dig it originally. It's the longest point of the match. They're still going, and Lumpkin got it back over.
Oh, this is great stuff.
Well, it's vital for Verdugo to terminate this rally. They're trailing right here, down by 6. Moat spanking and going down the line, and Ali Moat gets Cleveland a 19-12 advantage.
That's probably the point of the tournament. What a point, and you love to see it ending on a winner, not on a mistake. Great drive by Moat into the corner.
That spike with great velocity for Ali Moat. Well, there's been flashes of brilliance with this Cleveland team all year long, and they've been brilliant here. Paced by Natalie Acosta in game 2 after struggling a little bit in game 1 and falling to the Dons 25-19. Granato painting another winner, 20-12.
When things are going good, the lines expand. Those balls are in when they are close to going out. Everything's rolling for Cleveland in game 2.
Yeah, Verdugo didn't have this kind of tough time in the semis. They just roll right through Marshall, but here they're way back as Lumpkin rips one through. They got to get her red hot if they're going to rally back. And she hit that one with some authority. She's been a little bit tentative in this game. Lauren Yaga serves. That's hit wide by Granato. Again, Cleveland's boys team, coached by Jeff Laidlaw, won the Invitational title last season. The girls have never won any title at any level. Verdugo has the Invitational championship from 2003, and Granato gets this one to fall, and she has the 21st point on the board for the Cavaliers.
21-14, a game to 25. It's going to be very difficult for Verdugo to come back in game 2. Now you're almost playing for momentum starting game 3, because game 3 is critical. This match is about to be 1-1.
Lumpkin driving it through the block. Well, the good news here for Reinhardt's team is Lumpkin's starting to get a little bit more of a rhythm and more of a feel for the match. And she's a front row player. She comes out. Gaitan to serve as you look back at that last kill by Lumpkin. 21-15. 21-16 on the hitting error by Moat. And in high school sports, you never know. Even though they had a comfortable lead, the leads can evaporate. And the Dons trying to erase the deficit. Gaitan with a good serve. Overpass, put away. Granato and Moat both there.
That time Granato was patient, let the ball get to her instead of overreaching the net. That's nice.
Very entertaining match so far as Moat serves an ace. You can't place it at the top of the net and have it fall over any better than that. And Ali Moat knows that. Huge smile with that effort.
Quarter inch from a disaster. Instead, it's an ace.
Cleveland 2 points away from tying this at 1 apiece. Now sets Acosta. And Acosta puts it away. They have no answer right now, does Verdugo, for number 15.
It's just impeccable timing, and her placement is very, very good.
Game point for Ali Moat and the Cavaliers. Timeout call by Verdugo Hills. Assistant coach Eric Lamano is out there talking to the team. And a little happier huddle, isn't it, over at Cleveland?
They really have played well in game 2. Wow, even a smile on the face of Jeff Laidlaw.
Earn this point. Hardest point you fight for is right now. Let's get this game
said
out.
that he's been frustrated at times.
Hard play, play hard. Finish it off on 3. 1, 2, 3, get it!
Reinhardt and his group are out there, but really they got to look in terms of the next game. They're out of this one now at 24-16. And there's Allie Moat. She's played very well.
Allie Moat, only a sophomore, 5'10", so you figure she's going to grow a little bit more in her high school career, and
That's a good young team.
will grow with her.
Yeah, Granado's a junior. Barrios is a junior. Moat, you said, is a sophomore. Kim's only a junior. So some players to build around. Question is, will Jeff Laidlaw come back? He's entertained thoughts about not coaching the girls next year. And the game goes to Cleveland at 25-16 as Kashishian's shot didn't clear, and we're tied at 1 apiece. So we will go at least 4 in this invitational final.
Well, teams will change sides once again. You talk about Jeff Laidlaw and the decision he has to make. It's a very grueling schedule when you coach the girls and the boys. They will start practice for the boys in their first practice tournament in 2 days. So there's really no off season for these coaches.
See the assistants doing the work on that side. Really, that second game, though, was the Natalie Acosta show. I mean, Natalie was just absolutely wonderful. Didn't do all that much in game 1 when Verdugo won, but in game 2, Acosta, every shot imaginable from her side of the court.
Yeah, and she was very smart about all of them, but she really has tremendous timing. She doesn't need to get flying sky high in the air. She just can drive this and drive it hard and deep. Cow's giving her good sets, but look at the timing and the drive right on the line.
I'm going to talk about Michelle Cow, number 7. She's done a very good job of distributing the ball to the likes of Acosta and Allie Moat and Sofia Granado. And right now I think Cleveland's offense more diversified than Verdugo's, who's going so much into the middle. More weapons right now, at least it looks that way through 2 games for Cleveland, although they've split the first 2.
When you have a tremendous setter, you make everybody else look good. It's a skill that cannot be overemphasized, and Michelle Cow is really doing a nice job, not only on the regular sets, but on the bump sets, which are technically a lot harder. She's lofting the ball nice and high. It's floating up there. It looks like a giant balloon, and the players are really teeing off on it.
Well, it may be an invitational final. These teams both disappointed, losing in the first round of the city, falling into this bracket. But now they're playing for a championship with the invitational side after each winning 3 in a row. Both excited to be here. They've both shaken off that early round loss, Verdugo to Fairfax and Cleveland to Narbonne. And we're seeing some very good volleyball. As you can see, Granado putting that one away. We'll see if Verdugo Hills can respond. That's Chelsea Latore. Very solid back row performer for the Dons.
Verdugo Hills beat Canoga Park, Poly, and Marshall to get here. And to get here on the other side of the chart, Kennedy, Bravo, and Eagle Rock fell to the team from Cleveland.
Sam Crutcher up high, as you can see. Again, he's working with Melanie Bernard, and there's Latore. And I think the Dons rocked a little bit there. More smiles on the Cleveland side as Allie Moat and Olivia Kim do a little dance. It's fun to win, but right now they just split the first 2 games. Cleveland with the momentum going into the swing game, number 3. Double contact on Lauren Yaga, and she knew it. And a point for Cleveland. By the way, you won't meet a nice group of athletes that are in volleyball, girls. They're delightful to talk to. We had an opportunity to chat with both sides prior to the match, and all the young ladies very much wanting to talk with us and always smiling and giving of information as Lumpkin puts one away. I think the one positive note as we see Lumpkin put this down, Dave, at the end of that second game, Lauren Lumpkin was starting to find a rhythm. So if you look for a light at the end of the tunnel after game 2 for Verdugo, that would be it.
They need her to assert herself.
Nervous error by Latorre. There's Alyssa Johnson, really one of the best passers in the city of LA. There's Lumpkin, dominant at the net.
You know, Lumpkin recognized that time she didn't need to drive it very hard. You risk a net error if you do that. She just got her fingertips on it and put it softly in the open spot. They were playing back on her, expecting the hard drive.
Another overpass, Lumpkin again. Lauren Yaga with the solid serve in it. Lumpkin now doing her thing at the net. Lauren Lumpkin, how dominant she has been in this tournament. I think that was just a wake-up call when she was tapping herself, huh? Well, she has awakened in this third game. And a service winner for Lauren Yaga. And it's the Dons that have an early 4-2 lead.
Pattendahl, the libero, slipped on that one. She was in position to send it up toward the net, but lost her footing.
Nope, blocked by Lumpkin. Run down by Lauren Yaga. Gorgeous effort by Lauren Yaga to go get it off the court. On the overpass, shoved straight down by Sharina Barrios. Didn't play last year, just 16 years of age. She decides to play in her junior year, and she's really helped Laidlaw's team.
Barrios listed at only 5'5", but she sure got up on that one.
Renato! We're tied at 4.
Randy, you can just see the confidence growing in the Cleveland team. They're having fun now. They're smiling. They're getting together. They're high-fiving. They're doing all the things that successful volleyball teams do when they're on a roll.
And when you put it in a corner like that, it's unreturnable. But the service errors can hurt you if Barrios misses. Well, it seems like the Dons are getting their points in the middle. And Cleveland is working on the outside. So you got the inside game of Verdugo against the outside attack of Cleveland. That doesn't get over for Gaetan. And we are even at 5. Well, you talk about equality of the match. They've split the first 2. We're tied at 5. They look exactly the same with their uniforms. In fact, the coaches have talked about it at times because, again, they are friends, Will Reinhardt and Jeff Laidlaw, about exchanging teams because they're so similar. You take my guys, I'll take yours.
That was always interesting. See what happened if they did that.
Guess what? We'd be tied at 5 apiece in game 3. Cobb, Ruth, the rejection, the obstruction.
And a few smiles on the Verdugo side, first time in a while. She had that one totally lined up.
Well, there it is, though, the inside game of Verdugo Hill. And Moat off the tape and down, ties it at 6.
Nothing you can do as a defender when the ball hits the tape and squirts sideways. That had enough to get over the net. There's no way you can dig that.
Johnson's hit covered by Kim. Acosta is dug beautifully by Verdugo Hills. That one's hit long. So that great dig in the back court by the Don Sandy Paquillo kept it going.
And then she made a very good decision not to try to play the one that was going deep.
That was some effort by Paquillo. Acosta for the tie, can't get it. Cobb in the joust at the net is won by Sofia Granado of Cleveland, and we're even at 7 apiece. There's Sofia. She's really moved quickly in the program. JV to varsity and a star on the varsity team at Cleveland.
Now they lose something when she has to go to the back row because she is so big up front.
Acosta's got another winner right down the line. Just tee it up for her and she'll place it in the right spot. Another look at the kill from Natalie Acosta. Boy, she's a weapon.
Tremendous placement once again.
That time she hit it long. Took the big swing and hit it out. We're tied at 8. Really no separation here.
It's very, 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 very hard to run away with a championship match. And both these teams have lost it at times and gotten it back at times. It's a tremendous match.
A serve for Chelsea Latore, the senior. One of the top diggers in the district is Latore. Serving very well right now. Olivia Kim couldn't pass it well, and it's 10-8. Another ace for Latore. And again, in girls volleyball, especially at this level, you'll see streaks of points, and the utilization of the tough serve can really turn games around.
I've been very impressed with the serving from both these teams. They're really doing a nice job, and just as I said that, of course, it goes long.
There's Gonzalez in. That's Carla Gonzalez, feisty fire plug. She's loud out there. Just a junior, 16 years of age. But she'll come in and talk it up for her squad.
You got to have confidence to wear number 99.
I always think of Wayne Gretzky when you see that number. Here's Lumpkin getting that one through. Lauren Lumpkin gives the Dons a 2-point lead, 11-9. Aesthetically, Cleveland scores and they look prettier because they're doing it from the big blast from the outside. But Verdugo's serving very well right now and they're blocking in the middle. So the serve right now has been the difference in this game as Johnson gets an ace. 12-9 Dons. Acosta again. Boy, she's throwing a lot of heavy heat at the Dons.
Ball just flicked off the top of the net. Very difficult for Lauren Yaga to try to play that one.
Acosta's serve. Again, she's got that standing serve that goes so fast. It gets on the other side of the court. And Lumpkin driving it firm. And Lauren Lumpkin is having a very positive effect on game 3 for the Dons.
Yeah, well, they have the height advantage, and she's starting to really exploit that, especially with Granado out of the front row.
Breakdown there by Cleveland as Dodge just tapped it over there. She showed up an arm like, I have a lot of muscle. Well, Ann Dodge at 5'4" has a lot of muscle. Well, Cleveland, one of those inconsistent runs at this point. And another violation. So Cleveland, these are the times, these are the moments that Jeff Laidlaw referred to that his team just breaks down.
Well, very reminiscent of what happened in game 1. Then they came back smoking strong in game 2. Long way to go in game 3.
Johnson will just bump it over. Symington for the roll. She couldn't put it down. Here's Moat attacking. Wonderful dig in the deep court by Latoria Verdugo Hills. Actually tipped over nicely by Barrios. They worked Chopin. Chopin was dug, and then Barrios scored.
The point went to Cleveland, and it was a nice point, but very good defense by Verdugo that time. Their back row is really active.
It really is. Alyssa Johnson so good. Tori, Dodge, all three of them run down a lot of the balls.
And now Granado's back in the middle for Cleveland.
Symington pounding away. Shelby Symington, the 5'7" junior outside hitter, who said at times this year, heck with the setting, how about that? I'll rather hit. Roy Gaitan serving. Moat with the angle, able to put it down. Well, she's been consistent today for Cleveland. Allie Moat.
Little help from the tape here.
There's Acosta, who has to get going again, and she carried her team to victory in game 2. Moat this time can't put it away. Lauren Yaga able to win the joust and put it through, and a winning effort for Verdugo Hills.
Boy, the players really have to stay alert up front. The ball's starting to fly over real quickly. Got to be ready for anything.
Both teams running the 5-1 offense. And in this game, it's going better for Verdugo. And Granado slaps it down for a winner. Cavaliers need all the points they can muster up right now.
That's like a happy accident. She did not mean to brush that, just caught it off the fingertips, and it hit the open spot on the floor.
The paintbrush winner for Sofia Granado. Acosta's speed is just a little bit different when she hits the ball than anyone else. It's just a harder attack. Granado goes for it. She's got it. And the Verdugo Hills lead is sliced to 3.
Good point all around. For Verdugo, Randy, Lauren Yaga is really starting to get active, setting from all over the court.
Cobb scores off the Lauren Yaga set.
She's really starting to deliver the service at a spot where it can be killed easily.
We're going to have a replay here. Whistles had sounded. Carla Gonzalez was on her way to come into the game, so she's going to get into the back court, replacing Allie Moat for Cleveland High School. Invitational championship for the 2007 season in girls volleyball. And again, the tough serving of the Dons, this time from Ann Dodge. And Verdugo's trying to get out of Dodge with a victory. Granado slips that one through, get off the tape. We've seen a lot of tape shots today.
Yeah, most of them are going over instead of being sent back. Puts added pressure on the defense to react. It's almost impossible.
It really is difficult to retrieve it when it hits the top of that webbing. Just throws your timing off, and Obviously shortens the attack of the ball. Kabu attacks flat-footed. Nets that one, and sudden Cleveland back to within 3. Service error. 20-16 for Verdugo. Latore and Lumpkin back in for the Dons. There's Granado getting a well-deserved rest. Much smaller team when Granado's out of there for Cleveland. Latore with a nice job saving it in the backcourt, but no one can save Verdugo this time as Latore slams it through. Will Reinhardt trying to animate his team, getting excited.
He's really annoyed at his front row too, Randy. They're not getting up on the block. They're giving Acosta a good chance to avoid the block. They're not cutting off the angle.
17 serving 20, Cleveland fighting back. They go back to Acosta. Lumpkin didn't have enough steam on that one. Didn't follow through.
Yeah, well, she's overthinking it. She's worrying about where to put it, and timing was just off.
18 serving 20, and here come the Cavs. They're within 1. We have quite a third game. We're at Occidental College. Game 3, Invitational Championship. This Cow Ace has brought Cleveland to within 1. They split the first 2. Cleveland looking to draw even here in Game 3. It's in, or is it? They changed the call. First ruled down, then the call is changed. Kai Lee, the linesman, called it good, then changed his mind.
I think there was an overrule from Melanie Bernard, as she's the near official.
All right, well, Kai Lee first laid the flag down as good and then pulled it back out. And Jeff Laidlaw not happy. His team back by 2 rather than being even. And now a hitting error on Barrios. And what a swing is that call. That's a huge turnaround.
Especially now with 22 points for Verdugo. You got to take a big run now to get even. It's only the Verdugo only 3 points away from the win in this game.
And Lumpkin hanging around on the net. Net violation on Lumpkin.
Boy, Lumpkin had her hands on top of the ball. She must have got it with her elbow. Let's take a look at it again. She is up, and yeah, she caught it with her wrist. After she let go of the ball, she caught the net with her wrist.
22-20 for Verdugo. It got over. Well, that's great defensive work by Cleveland High School. Ali Moat tipping, covered by Johnson. Lumpkin finding the hole in the middle of the defense. 23-20. The Dons 2 points away from going up 2 games to 1. And Brianna Larinaga serves. That's out. That's going long. And here it is, a chance for Verdugo to win Game 3. So close was Cleveland. Serving at 19-20, a serve that was first ruled good. Then the officials and the linesman in particular, Kai Lee, changed his mind. Probably made the right call. You want to get it right anyway, and he apparently did get it right. There was really no argument. And then instead of 20-20, it went to 21-19, and right now Verdugo's in a good spot.
And Cleveland was on a roll. They had come from behind in the game. You get that point, you get even, who knows what's going to happen. Now they really have to dig in. Any point, of course, they lose a pivotal game, Game 3. So many swings of emotion. You can't ask for more in a championship final.
Again, the Dons won the Invitational Championship in 2003. Chatsworth won it last year. They're the Invitational champion. A year ago, 2 years ago, Elizabeth won it. They're on the small schools final this year. They'll have their match with Northridge Academy for the small schools final on LA 36 as well. Moat retrieved by Lattori, and Dons are hanging in there in this rally, trying to close out the game. Double contact, mishandling of the ball on Cleveland. The game goes to Verdugo, 25-20. Will Reinhardt goes by and says, one more game. They're up 2-1.
Well, the way these teams have both responded to adversity today, you can't take anything for granted. You know that Cleveland is going to come back strong in Game 4, but that was an impressive run by Verdugo to put away Game 3 and take the lead. Verdugo 25-19 in Game 1. Cleveland took Game 2 25-16, then 25-20. The game's far closer than those scores would indicate. There were a couple of key points that spurred on the victorious squad.
Well, we have two fiery coaches in this one, but they've been under control. I think they're proud of what their teams have done on the Invitational. Again, coaches like this get frustrated at times because they want perfection and they strive for perfection, but I think they both know that their teams have come a long way, and they played well today in this final.
They have. I think they can both be extremely proud of the performance. We have some players really having tremendous opportunities.
You know, we have a great shot. Both the head coaches are out almost to the net doing their homework as the assistants talk to the teams. They go over their lineup and the final thoughts. Then they'll join the huddle with the rest of the team. I really like these coaches. Let's listen to Will.
Execution is the central thing. You guys are pumped up enough. You're communicating reasonably well. It comes down to execution. The reason why we lost Game 2, poor execution, especially on serve and serve receive. The reason why we won Game 3 and 4, because, well, you guys were passing the ball pretty well, right? So keep up with our good passes and serves. You guys get the championship this game right here. That's what I'm writing. I'm not writing a Game 5 lineup. I'm writing Game 4 lineup. That's it, because we're winning it right here, right here. Same lineup. We're, I believe, the receiving team. So we're stacking back one. Going to try and hide Lauren right there. 14, 11, and 4 front row, back row. 8, 21, and 13. No sub for 13. We'll continue to sub back row for 21. Sub 7 for 8.
Boy, what a great message for Will Reinhardt, showing the confidence in his team to say, I'm not even writing out a Game 5 lineup. You take care of business right now. That tells them that he knows they can get it done.
2-1 for Reinhardt's Dons. Again, he'll be 38 tomorrow. So this would be an early birthday gift. You can see from the long distance shot, the shot up above, as Will talks to Alyssa Johnson. You can't hardly tell the difference between the teams because, again, both black and red. That's the school colors for both schools. And Verdugo Hills out of the Sunset 6 League, and Cleveland from the historically very tough West Valley League.
Well, if you just joined us, Verdugo wearing the stripes on the front of their uniform and the names on the back. That's how you can tell them apart from the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Will Reinhardt has a wonderful record in Verdugo at 11 seasons, 116 and 48. 4 Sunset 6 League championships. And he's got a player like Alyssa Johnson who can get the team going with the great ability to pass it in the backcourt. All City in softball is Alyssa, 3-year starter.
Alyssa Johnson's been very good today. She keeps her composure. She's a tremendous defensive player in the back row. Good hitter. She averaged over almost 3.5 digs a game during the season. She can really do it all.
Let's see what Cleveland does here. Try to respond again. The Cavaliers 9-8 overall. Verdugo 13-8. And a chance now for Verdugo Hills. If they capture the game, this team from Tahunga, California, can win the Invitational Championship. Cleveland, of course, Cavaliers reside in Reseda. So it's a battle of the San Fernando Valley. Of course, for the city championship match, it's the battle of the Western League with Venice, the number 2 seed, against top-ranked and always powerful Palisades. Palisades has won the upper division 23 times since 1974. In fact, one time they had a run of 14 consecutive years winning the city title.
Well, they can just go down the road and practice on the beach. That's great conditioning.
Yeah, they won it from 74 through 87. How tough it must have been on the rest of the city. Anyway, here's Cow serving, and let's see what Cleveland does to try to respond down by 2-1. First point goes to the Cavs. Again, Cow to serve. 3-year starter. Costa missed it. 4 contacts, point.
Boy,
Verdugo.
The sound when Acosta hit that ball was like a cannon going off. She got a lot of smoke on it, but just a little too low.
Tori serve, good sharp serve. Costa misses again. Just a little bit off on her timing on the last couple of attacks.
Well, she was very sharp early in the match, but she's got to tell herself now that it's important to get the ball in play. Maybe take a little bit off, but just get it over.
Fatigue starts to set in Game 4 when you start attacking that much. There it is from the middle from Sharina Barrios. She's a player that was an outside hitter and has come inside, played in the middle, and done a nice job for Jeff Laidlaw.
Nice extension on the arm, good big swing.
Nice hit long by Barrios. Point Verdugo. They lead 3-2. Jeff Laidlaw yelling out, be aggressive, but be smart to his Cleveland Cavaliers. Moat's blocked. Point Verdugo. Lumpkin with some assistance from Lauren Yaga. Well, when you have that big block, you just have that ability to score points.
Well, they've got the double, and there's really no path there.
Net violation on Cow of Cleveland.
Backed into the net. She was facing her teammates, ready to set the ball back to them, but she brushed it with her shoulders.
Alyssa Johnson serving, the senior for the Dons. Moat with the spike winner.
Good set by Cow again.
Cow to Moat. Moat. Joust tipped over by Lauren Yaga. Still going here. Off the net, it's alive, but Verdugo can't play it. Point Cleveland.
Nice point by Allie Moat. Moat had it surrounded that time.
Granado. 3 in a row for Cleveland. They draw even at 5.
This is not an easy put away. Verdugo was cruising at the start of the game that could give him the championship. Cleveland firing up, storming back.
Larnaga, Ruth, sent back straight down by Granado.
Wonderful body control by Granado to get up high and not commit the net violation.
And she's a 16-year-old junior who can be dominant at times. Granado hit the net. And it's a point for Verdugo. That stops a run of 4 in a row by Cleveland.
Michelle Cow looking to the bench to instruction. They will set up a defensive play here.
Moat, run down by Latore. Granado's shot doesn't clear the net. Point for the Dons.
The set was there. Good dig by Granado. Got it right back and couldn't put it away.
Dave, this has been fun. The Invitational Championship. Game 4. Verdugo trying to close out the match, win the title. Again, they won it in 2003. Another hitting error, a rare mistake by Moat. If Verdugo wins this game, they are the champions of this division. 8-6 for the Dons.
Jeff Laidlaw telling Cow, set it closer to the net. He doesn't want him hitting it from near that 10-meter line. I think I said 10-meter, I mean 10-foot. 10-meter would put him almost out of the gym.
10-meter, if they can hit from outside 10 meters, that'd be really good. Granado fails yet again. A little bit of a struggle for her right now. And Verdugo stretches to 9-6. Those spikes come at you. Sometimes they probably wish they were hitting it from outside a 10-meter line. Here's Larnaga serving it up. Boy, Granado's had some great moments in this match. Hasn't scored the last couple times. She goes up strong that time, though. But Lumpkin firing it back over. There's Granado again.
Nice job by Pattendall.
Moat missed it. I sense a little fatigue on Cleveland. Not getting off the feet. Remember, their outside hitters score their points. And the more you jump and swing, the longer the match goes on. That fatigue factor plays a part of it.
Once the timing goes off a little bit, very tough to connect solidly.
Don't count Cleveland out. And of course, volleyball is such a game of momentum. Big swings in volleyball as Olivia Kim checks back in.
Momentum and emotion, and you have to find a way to harness the emotion but not lose it. You've got to channel it productively.
Lumpkin's blocked, and it's a winner.
Nice timing, Granado and Moat right in the middle that time. Impenetrable wall.
The Great Wall of Cleveland.
Granado hands up a little late, but got there on time.
Only a 2-point lead for Verdugo, so Cleveland hanging around here. But Moat again doesn't clear the net, and another point for the Dons. That's at least 3 shots early in this game that didn't clear the net for Cleveland High School.
We talked about that tape being your enemy or your friend, and that time Cleveland cursing the ball sent back at them.
Well, they've done a good job of placing the ball around Lumpkin for the most part, but a little bit of inconsistency here for Cleveland High School. Although they did perform brilliantly in game 2, and a service ace. Again off the top of the tape and straight down. Valerie Gaitan serving. The older sister of Lori Gaitan. Cobb. Got it. Lanice Cobb. Timeout, I believe, for Jeff Laidlaw. Yeah, he gets it called. Well, he has to stop the bleeding right here.
This is a good timeout. 13-8. Things can slip away from you. They have plenty of time to get right back into this game. You see, they're just not communicating well right now.
There's Jeff Laidlaw in the middle of the huddle now. Before he was letting the assistants take charge. No longer. It's a vital time in this match.
He can sense the flagging energy of his team. It's time to get them pumped up again. You know, they're getting down toward the end now. You got to really give everything you've got. Season ends today, win or lose. You got to leave it all out there on the floor.
Well, you got to go to 25 and win by 2. Verdugo leading 2-1. The one game won 25-19. Cleveland looked great in game 2, 25-16, and game 3, that swing game, went to the Dons of Verdugo Hills 25-20.
You can see the concern etched on the faces of the Cleveland players. Plenty of smiles on the Verdugo side of the net. They're playing loose and easy.
Want to score after a timeout. Let's see if Cleveland can do that. Here's Moat raising up, and she indeed puts down that overpass. And that's a good sign to get her going again.
You know, Randy, a couple very nice digs by Olivia Kim, both before and after the timeout, number 5 for the Cleveland Cavaliers. She's really done a nice job since she came in.
Occidental College, site for our invitational final. Verdugo Hills and Cleveland. Oh, that's a mangle by Lauren Yaga. That's why she's smiling. She knows she just made that look pretty bad.
But don't you love to see that? It's a championship final, but she can still laugh at herself. She's a very good-natured player.
Very sweet girl. And again, we discussed that. You're not going to meet a nicer group of athletes. Cobb got it through. And Lenise Cobb, you know, she doesn't look too impressive because she doesn't get up, but she's so tall and so long. She's done some very nice things for the Dons.
Very deliberate, but her size a real advantage here.
Acosta, case closed. Wow.
That's big time.
That's heavy heat.
Tremendous drive. And that was just what Cleveland needed. They are still keeping in touch. Only down by 3.
Those are the kind of shots you expect to see at the Division I level. Maybe even internationally. That's popped, and it might have been long.
Oh, boy, that was going long.
Yep, Granado and Gonzalez back there to play, but really, you know, it was so close in a game like this, in a match like this. I think you have to go and try and get that ball.
Well, that's where you need some help. You need somebody to yell at you, you know, in or out. Your teammates have got to help you out there.
Another one that was close to the line played by Gonzalez, and give Verdugo credit for playing the full court here. Alyssa Johnson's drive is dug by Pattendahl. Costa again with that tremendous strength. Might not be a bad idea to feed number 15. She pushes that one through. I think you got to go to her repeatedly.
And Cow is putting them perfectly above the net. Those are just tremendous sets. You heard earlier Jeff Laidlaw telling his team, get it toward the net, telling Michelle Cow, get it toward the net. Those could not be placed better.
Cow to serve, 12-15. Well, they're doing exactly what I said. Jeff Laidlaw saw exactly from the sideline what we see here. Acosta, when she gets on these rolls, you're down by a few points. You got to feed number 15.
You're right. We told you she's streaky. She's on a hot streak right now.
Cobb. Added bonus today for Will Reinhardt's team, Lenise Cobb. That'll get Lumpkin back in along with Lattori, but Cobb, a real lift.
She helped them out while Lumpkin was out on the rotation. So that's what you need. You need somebody to come in and fill the gap. She did a nice job.
Chelsea Lattori will serve, the young lady who will attend UCLA. Won't play volleyball there, but pretty good volleyball player at this level. We have a block, but a net violation.
Wow, they call it on Verdugo. I thought Brianna Chopin of Cleveland went into the net. Watch number 2. She's going to come up. Let's see if she's the one who hits the net. Oh, I don't know. Very close.
Well, we are having a discussion between Sam Gretcher, the up referee, and the umpire, Melody Bernard. And we're going to have a replay. So they both went into the net. So change the score. Make it 16-13. Take that Cleveland point away.
Lauren Yaga had a look of shock on her face when they called it on her initially.
You know, that's good officiating, though, to combine, get together, and say, hey, wait a minute, we're not going to give it to Cleveland. We'll take that off the board. 16-13. Here we go again. Popped up by Lauren Yaga. Double contact on the setter, Brianna Lauren Yaga. And it is now 16-14. There's Sam Crutcher, who just called for that replay. He's been in this business for 20 years, overseeing many, many championships, all divisions, city and southern section.
Nice get.
Another violation, this one, going against Cleveland. See Jeff Laidlaw, very much part of this match right now, talking to his team, trying to keep them focused. Acosta from the deep court. Wow, what a shot by Natalie Acosta.
Tremendous.
You're shaking your head.
Oh, that was fabulous. Lined it up, took her time, drove it.
We haven't seen very many deep court winners like that at the invitational level. Lumpkin. That was a well-designed play for number 8.
Well, Verdugo very content now just to trade side outs. Cleveland's got to get some points on their serve. They cannot afford to get a side out and then give it right back to Verdugo. Time's going to run out on him.
Yaga. Out of rotation was Cleveland. And a point for the Verdugo Hills Dons. They're still confused.
Let's go.
Number 2 is front row, yes.
Got to figure out who's in the front row and who's in the back row.
Michelle Cowell telling the official, I'm in the back row, even though she's setting up back to the net.
We're going to have a replay. So they take the point back off, so we have a change. It's 18-15. This is not our scoreboard operator. They are changing the score on us repeatedly. So it's officially 18-15. Renato from deep, couldn't put it away. Lumpkin is dug. Boy, Cleveland has to play airtight right now. Back by 3 in this match, trailing 2-1. Arnyaga setting for Lumpkin.
That might have gone long. Wow.
He just said, wow, when Acosta hit it. Here's Moat going up strong. Another long rally. This is vital. Lumpkin tipping, covered by Chopin. That one's a winner for Verdugo Hills.
Another tremendous point as Lumpkin with the put away and a timeout called by Cleveland to talk it over.
We've been waiting for Lauren Lumpkin to explode all match long, and that was the drive that really was critical. It was 18-15. It was a long rally, and Lumpkin able to put it away.
You know, you mentioned, I said, wow, just the way Acosta's hitting the ball. You're hearing Will Reinhart. You're looking at Jeff Laidlaw. Both coaches are really giving the message to their teams in this critical part of Game 4.
But the point that's going to happen right after this play. Let's go.
Will knows he's just a few points away from a second invitational chance. Jeff Laidlaw does a terrific job with the Cleveland program. I mean, for many years you didn't think Cleveland and volleyball, some of the other sports they're very good at, but you never thought Cleveland and volleyball. Laidlaw's got both the boys and the girls program headed definitely in the right direction in a very competitive West Valley League. Larrañaga putting it back in play for the Dons. Lumpkin again. They can't stop Lumpkin, and she's turned it on here in game 4.
Well, they don't really know where it's going. She disguises it till the last second.
Well, sometimes she doesn't know where it's going either. That's what Will Reinhardt was telling us before the match. That's what makes it so effective. How can you defend her when she doesn't even know where it's going? These long rallies have been tough on the Cavaliers. Most of the times the Dons have been getting the longer rallies. Cleveland desperately needs to win this point. They're back by 5. Granado cannot put it down. Lumpkin does. It's all Lauren Lumpkin all the time.
Granado gave it her best effort to try to get it, but that ball spinning off the top of the tape. That throws off your timing.
Ace. What a serve. I mean, Larrañaga with a float serve winner. That ball was moving. She has a great smile, doesn't she? Lights up the house.
Love seeing people smile when they're playing.
Looking good for Verdugo. They are digging nails as a unit. Nothing is hitting the ground. Watch this Verdugo cover all the shots. That one's out.
Wow, a high-risk shot. It just sneaking outside the line. Goodness, that was close. You can see the idea for Granado. Just out.
2 points needed for a Verdugo Hills Dons championship. And Larrañaga, their veteran player, her sister won the championship as the leader in 2003. Granado roof by Lumpkin.
Granado, a slide step toward the middle. Lumpkin was there. There was nobody in the spot. All she had to do was redirect it on the verge of a championship.
This is championship point number 1 for the Dons. There it is. Verdugo Hills can celebrate.
Hey, nice stop. All right, you guys. Onto the sideline, onto your bench.
Well, Verdugo Hills more consistent, served tougher, and Lumpkin really came alive in game 4, and they deserved the championship against a Cleveland team that fought hard today.
They really gave them a battle. Cleveland never stopped trying. They had some spots where they were brilliant and other spots where it was just too much from the Dons. Wonderful, wonderful match.
The Invitational champions are the Verdugo Hills Dons. They won it in 03. They have won it here in 06. Will Reinhardt's going to come on over and join us. Get his expertise on the match. Hopefully, I think Will, they can still hear you because you got the lavalier mic on. Randy Rosemond, Dave Marcus, and Will Reinhardt. Happy birthday, Will Reinhardt. Who do you got with you?
This is my son, Julian.
Well, congratulations. I know it's your birthday tomorrow, so.
My birthday, early birthday present. Yeah, I'm very excited.
This was not easy. They gave you a good fight.
No, and I mean, you got to credit Cleveland. They're well coached. I thought they outcompeted us, especially in game 2, but the execution, they made a lot of technical errors. We made fewer, and we came out on top tonight. So.
Well, it was a tremendous match. Cleveland dug in. They didn't give up. And your kids a couple times looked like they were on the verge of getting tired, and then they got re-energized. They came out there. They had smiles on their faces. They had a spring in their step. They really kept it going.
Hey, 11 seniors, you know, and that experience helped us a lot. The number 15 on Cleveland, God, she was dynamite.
That's Acosta.
God, did she really push us.
I want to ask you about what you said to your team in between games 3 and 4. You didn't want to write out a scorecard for game 5. You wanted to get it over in 4.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you only get so many opportunities, right? I didn't want to try and risk it. I told them I'm not writing a game 5 lineup down. We're doing it here. We're doing it now. I felt confident that we had kind of gotten our composure after game 2's loss.
Well, you won it in 0-3, and I know you were disappointed after losing your city first-round match and falling into the invitational bracket. But how does this one compare to 0-3?
Well, I mean, we're a different team than we were back then. I think we were all very disappointed to not be playing for the city championship. But my athletic director, Mr. Barsones, he said, look, you got to just embrace it, enjoy it. And, you know, the only thing worse than being in this situation is losing in this situation. So, you know, we made the best of it. And I'm real happy that the girls are going to get to enjoy this moment.
And before I let you go, and after the Fairfax loss in the first round, you were crestfallen. You were a devastated guy. How did you pick up the pieces and get it back together?
It took at least 2 matches before I started feeling better about the situation. I mean, it was awful for us to feel like we lost to a lower seed than us, and I couldn't believe
Dave, lean forward. We're having your mic's cut down, so if you can lean towards you to Dave again with that answer,
okay. No, I just say that. You know, it was hard after the Fairfax match. We felt we should have beaten them. We felt like we had some momentum in game 4, and credit Fairfax, they took us out. But about 2 matches later, by about Marshall, I think we kind of had our act together, and we wanted to go all the way.
All right, congratulations, and don't go anywhere because you got work ahead of you.
Oh, yeah, I'll see you in a minute, Randy.
All right, Will's going to work with us on the latter 2 matches today, played at a later date, the small schools, and of course the city championship. But Dave, in summation, this was a very good match. Cleveland fought hard, but they fall in 4 games to Verdugo.
Oh, it was really a lot of fun. The level of play was very good, and the emotion was very good. It's all you want in a championship match, and even though it's the Invitational, not the city title, they're just as happy right now having won it.
The Verdugo Hills Dons from Tahunga, California are your 2007 Invitational champions. Lauren Yaga, Lumpkin and Company will hold the title proudly for the Dons, their second one in school history. For Dave Marcus and our entire LA36 crew, so long from Occidental, as the Dons will celebrate tonight as Invitational champions.